Can this quad-core device from Minix be the media hub for your household? Find out in this review. Hey, it's XBM Connect here with another video review of Minix's latest device called Neo X8-H. This video is brought to you by Minix, the next gen computing. Visit minix.us for more information. At first glance at the Minix latest device, it reminded me a lot of an Apple TV. Just the overall design of it, except the overgrowing Wi-Fi antenna, which really stood out when I plugged it onto the Neo X8-H. Wishing they went on a different route on the Wi-Fi antenna, but once you set it up on your entertainment center, it's forgotten. So now the build quality of the device is really impressive. The Neo X8-H has a square shape with curved corners casing around the device, and it feels like a little plastic yet rubbery to it. No protruding lines, just a cutout of the ports, which makes this device really beautiful. Speaking of ports, let's take a look at what the Neo X8-H has to offer. On the right side of this device, you have the power button, headphone mic inputs, USB ports, SD card reader, and a small OTG port for updates. Now let's go take a look at the back of the device. A small hole to provide recover button, which you guys know as a reset button, HDMI port, optical audio, 2 USB ports, an Ethernet port, and the power port, and of course, the Wi-Fi antenna. Now, when it comes to specs of the device, it's not shy at all. It's sporting a AM Logic S802.H with 4K capability. Now, the CPU of quad-core Cortex-A9, octa-core Mali 450, and 2GB DDR3, and then with 16GB internal storage. Now with all this power, the device ran a bit hot, but that's because the bottom of the device has little ventilation, as you can see, so hot air almost just stays inside of this device. Now onto the remote. When you purchase this device, you get two remotes, the small remote which comes originally with the device, and then the Neo M1 which has a gyro air mouse capability. I'll explain more later. Now the smaller remote, well, I used it about 5 minutes. The placing of the buttons felt a little misplaced. The back button being the middle of the volume kind of screwed me up at a few times. Now the Neo M1 is what you use mostly for this device. Again, the shape of the remote has this Apple TV remote design, but what's different is the gyro air mouse capability and the plug-in charger, so no need for batteries at all. Now the button placing was a bit weird as well, but that's just preference. I wish the menu button was where the pause button for easier access. Now when you boot up the Neo X8-H, you get this happy Android logo with a brand name Minix on top. After that, you get a Minix logo that blinks white for a bit, and then you're on to the Minix home screen. Now the Minix home screen has a design color template that you use a lot of black and gray and light green, just like their website and their box. As you can see, the UI interface has this old school Xbox feel to it. Everything is right in front of you, so less clicks. But what I do like is that they have an all task killer button, which I think should be in every Android box device. The Neo X8-H is running a 4.4.2 version of Android. Now let's check out the apps that comes pre-installed on this device. Now as you can see, the essential apps from Android are here. Google Music, the Google Play Store, their browser, and even Skype. And a few Minix apps of their own, just like the XBMC, which is their own version, and an update app for their device itself, which comes in handy. Now let's test the streaming capability of this device. As you can see, this XBMC has been optimized by the Minix developers, so it uses the power of the Neo X8-H, which is the 2GB DDR3 RAM and the octa-core GPU. Now the version of XBMC we're running is 13.3 Minix. Now I don't recommend you installing any other XBMC unless it's from the Minix website download page. Now there's two add-ons that I use to test the streaming capability of the Neo X8-H, the Big Bucks Bunny add-on and the Apple Movie Trailers. Now let's go ahead and start with the Big Bucks Bunny. Let's go ahead and choose 1080p. And then let's play the 1080p surround version of their video. Now with a little buffering in the beginning, it fluctuates, but within a few seconds the video starts playing. Again, this is all online streaming with 5.1 Dolby Digital surround sound, so hopefully you use the optical audio to enhance your experience. Now let's jump onto a lower bitrate, the 720p quality. And then let's go ahead and choose the 720p surround sound. Ideally, this should start right away with no buffering. But as you can see, it was a little bit and it streams almost instantly with 5.1 surround sound as well. Again, this is not a local file. This is an online streaming through Wi-Fi. Now, if you didn't know, or I forgot to mention, the Neo X8-H can play 4K files, either local or online streaming. Gladly, the Big Bucks Bunny has a 4K streaming video, so let's test the AM Logic S802-H power. I'm going to go ahead and choose the 60 frames per second of this video. Now the buffering did stay on for a bit, but I got hit with a cached full prompt, but this can be fixable. As you can see, it played almost instantly and right away. Now the 4K quality with 5.1 surround sound did play. Unfortunately, I don't have a 4K TV yet, so can't really show you quality of the video. But then again, I'm still using the off-screen recording. Now that you've seen the power of this device, let's see how the metadata stacks up with this add-on. As you can see, the movie poster and fan art in the background shows up half-second late, but that's not a biggie at all. Scrolling through different posters does tend to have a little lag. Now let's choose a movie to play the trailer in 1080p online streaming. And let's go ahead and choose this one to view. Now again, this is a 1080p trailer that I'm going to start streaming online. As you can see, a little buffering in the beginning for a few seconds and then it starts streaming. Now while the stream is going, you can see that it's a 1080p video streaming online with AAC Audio 2.0. Now I'm going to let the video play for a little bit and then I'm going to showcase skipping ability on this trailer and see if it catches up. Now, as you can see, every time I skip, there is a 1-second delay and then the video and audio syncs up right away for your viewing pleasure. Now I'm going to do it a few more times to show you what the capability of this device. And there you have it, folks. Online video streaming from each quality, 4K, 1080p, and 720p on the Minix Neo X8-H. Now, I am very pleased with the Minix latest device, the Neo X8-H. The build quality of the device is inside out and out is outstanding, and it shows. Sure, there can be a little more optimization, but the updates will fix that in later on. Now the Neo M1 remote included, which is great with the purchase of this device, but the gyro air mouse was used only on the Android side. But I did have a problem where the remote didn't sync up with the device and resulting resetting the remote and the device as well. Now the interface is easy for new users to use, but I would have integrated a little different color template. Now the capability of 4K video streaming is included with this device, which is really great. Now overall, the Neo X8 by Minix is highly recommended for you to purchase. Now for more information about this device, Neo X8-H, visit minix.us. And also don't forget to add XBM Connect to all your social media.